Hello friends and welcome into NFL Daily. I am your host Tom Downey. On today's show, let's talk about the Chicago Bears. They are on bye this week, but there are some interesting rumors out there around Chicago. We begin with the quarterback position. Mitchell Trubisky coming off of that dislocated left shoulder back in week 4. The Bears, meanwhile, are hopeful he's going to be able to return after this week's bye. Now, as an indication of this, the Bears have released quarterback Tyler Bray. That's, to me, says, hey, we released the guy who was Chase Daniel's backup. He'll probably go back to the practice squad. That means they think they're going to get Trubisky back. Now, Chase Daniel started in place of Trubisky during a, how to put this delicately, disappointing loss to the Oakland Raiders. Daniel was okay. 22 of 30, 231, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was serviceable, but clearly not good enough in the end to get the win. The problem is for Chicago is that, well, the quarterback play overall hasn't been very good this season. Here's the 2019 stat comparison between Trubisky and Chase Daniel. Now, perhaps Daniel's numbers in terms of the completion percentage and yards per attempt are a little bit better, but does anyone here really think Daniel's the answer? I certainly don't think so. The bigger question here is whether or not Mitchell Trubisky is a true franchise quarterback. So let me know in the comments section, everyone watching. Type Y for yes, N for no. Do you believe in Trubisky? It is still fairly early. I don't think we have a large enough sample size to declare it one way or the other, but it doesn't look great. I mean, certainly not at the same caliber of I know Bears fans don't want to hear it, but a Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes. I'm not ruling out Trubisky yet, but if you have to pick one, so far, the answer definitely leads towards no, although there is time for Trubisky to get it going here for Chicago. All right, Bears fans, do you want more videos here on Chat Sports about Chicago? If you do, like this video, speak with your likes, and see how many we get. If we get enough, maybe we'll do some more for you guys. Let me know. If you want more Bears videos, make sure you like this video here on Chat Sports. Continuing along now with our quarterback conversation. Don't blame me for this one. I am just the messenger. Therefore, please do not attack me. There have been several media reports, media outlets out there. Among them, USA Today's Bears Wire and also Evan Silva, formerly of Roto World, that the Bears should trade for a quarterback. The two suggestions out there are Nick Foles and Josh Rosen. We'll get back to Trubisky here more in depth in a minute, but first, the quarterbacks that have been suggested. Nick Foles first up. I know he had that magical playoff run, but outside of that, the regular season Nick Foles hasn't been great, and the biggest problem there, of course, is the contract situation. Jacksonville would need a ton of money if they traded him away. He's currently hurt right now, and the Bears want to invest in Nick Foles because here's the biggest thing. If you trade for a quarterback, that means you're telling Trubisky, you're not our guy. Now, the Josh Rosen one is intriguing, and the idea that was pitched was that, Rosen could just be the backup quarterback. Here's the thing, though. You don't trade for a player like Josh Rosen with the mindset of, no, he's just our backup quarterback. If you do that, it means because you think Rosen is better than Trubisky, or at least is going to compete with Trubisky for the job. Now, I liked Rosen a lot coming out. He's certainly in a bad situation in Miami in terms of bad offensive line, limited skill position players on offense, and pretty much always having to mount a comeback because the Dolphins, well, they just suck at football right now. But is Rosen the answer? Is Nick Foles the answer? What is the answer here? So I'll ask you guys. What should the Bears do at the quarterback position? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is it go out and trade for somebody? Is it give the reins to Chase Daniel? Is it wait till the offseason? Is it sign or draft somebody else? My mindset's this. Especially for this year, just roll with Trubisky. You're not going to find, I believe, a better alternative that comes in and immediately is an upgrade for you and gets you going. And beyond that, didn't this regime, led by Ryan Pace, tell everyone involved, Mitchell Trubisky is our franchise quarterback? And if you give up on him now, I know that maybe is a sunk cost fallacy, but if you bail on him now, doesn't that mean you admit that, hey, we were idiots? And if that's the case, why do you get to make a second choice at the quarterback position? So if I'm GM Ryan Pace, if I'm head coach Matt, Nagy, I'm saying let's roll with Trubisky, see how the rest of the year goes. If it's a giant disaster, you can reevaluate, but I don't think a panic move right now before the trade deadline is the right way to go. Now, speaking of dumping things, you guys should dump commercials. Go get the MyTV Choice app at chatsports.com/MyTV. Instead of getting god-awful commercials like that terrible free phone football one, instead, the MyTV Choice app connects to your smart TV. It knows when a commercial comes on, and instead of those crappy commercials, it sends you awesome sports content. For example, like stuff here from us at Chat Sports. So go download that app at chatsports.com/MyTV and get rid of commercials once and for all. Heck, it's free. There's no reason not to do it. chatsports.com/MyTV. All right, some more Bears freak out, which I get. They're 3-2. That's what they were last year, but it's a different type of 3-2, right? It feels very different at the moment. Now, the problem for Chicago is that Kyle Long, who has been one of the best guards in the NFL since he arrived, he has regressed this year, and so too has the entire Bears offensive line. Here are their PFF grades. By no means the Bible for defining offensive line play, but it is a good data point, and that is not good for Kyle Long. And I know a lot of Bears fans feel this way. After all, I did live in Chicago for a little bit. Long has not been the same guy. The problem is for Chicago, what's the alternative here? Like, you have 3 backup offensive linemen right now on your depth chart. Cornelius Lucas, he is a tackle. I'd keep him there. Rashad Coward is the one who came in when Long had that injury, but I don't think Rashad Coward's the answer to your question. Like, if you're going to say we're going to plug in this guy instead of Kyle Long, I don't think the offensive line really gets any better. So, unfortunately for the Bears, and Ted Larson's not the answer either, I think the route to go here is let's just hang on to Kyle Long, see how things go. Hopefully he gets better, and if not, next offseason you can reevaluate. Or maybe it is practice squad guy Alex Bars. Maybe he is the long-term answer at the right guard spot, but he's still on the practice squad. I don't think he comes up this year. So for the Bears, given how important Kyle Long has been to this team, and especially on the leadership side of things for the past couple of years, I think the best route here is simply to keep him in the lineup and then cross your fingers and hope that he improves and gets back to his really Pro Bowl caliber form for Chicago. Now, if you guys like betting on sports, you got to use the Action Network. Go download it at chatsports.com/deal. This link, by the way, gets you 40% off. The Action Network has live odds, expert picks and analysis, and oh, by the way, unlimited bet tracking. So here is the super pro tip. Go look at where the public money's going and where the sharp money's going. If you see differences there, that means that the big bettors, once you make a living off of it, they're betting this way. That's a good bet. So go check out the Action Network. Download today. 40% off only if you use this link, chatsports.com/deal. One last rumor here, and I don't like and don't really understand this one. If there's something I'm missing, let me know in the comment section, but this just feels like panic from FanSided. They say the Bears should trade away Anthony Miller. And I know Anthony Miller really hasn't lived up to expectations yet, and he's had a down year. I get it. 15 targets, 8 receptions, 80 yards. He's coming off his best game, but it's still not really quite what you want, especially for a guy that you traded away a future second-round pick to get. The bright side is for Chicago is that Allen Robinson has played very well. Taylor Gabriel, when healthy, especially that one game, has done pretty well. And there is some depth there. I actually kind of like Javon Williams. Riley Ridley is there. That was part of the argument of, just promote Riley Ridley. And I'm like, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't even played. Like, I don't think Ridley's the answer there. And especially for Anthony Miller, the fan side had said they want a third-round pick back. If you're getting a third-round pick for a player, doesn't that mean you probably shouldn't trade him away and you should probably keep him, especially when you're not tanking and you're trying to win games? Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. But I was a big fan of Anthony Miller coming out of Memphis. Clearly, the Chicago Bears were as well. I don't think it's panic, trade away Anthony Miller, which almost feels like a trade just to make a trade. Speaking of trades, what trades do you want the Chicago Bears to make? Let me know in the comment section. I know I kind of approached more of the maybe don't panic trade quite yet, but there are potential potential deals out there that I know Bears fans want. So let me know in the comments section. I'll make this the pinned comment, by the way. What trades do you guys want the Chicago Bears to make before the NFL trade deadline?